From Neymar living in one of the tallest buildings in Dubai, to David Beckham getting himself a penthouse that he can land helicopters on. Even Messi can drive cars up to where he lives and get carried up to his living room with a car elevator.
Nice.
And those are just the beginning of the homes that football players own, from $1 homes all the way up to an $80 million mansion and every other price in between. Now, starting with the cheapest place a football player lives, and living in the park, that's everyday life for footballer Paul James. He's always roaming the streets looking for a place to live, cause Paul went from being a star Canadian football player to battling an addiction so bad, he went homeless. But living in things that don't even cost $1 aren't even close to the other football stars' homes in this video. Next up's Raheem Sterling, cause his house looks like a jewelry store. Raheem's place already looked crazy from the outside. Until he showed off the inside, dude's always pissing excellence in his bathroom with sterling silver toilets and a sink covered in diamonds. Now, of course, bling like that had KSI come check out the house and even learn about some of Raheem's cars.
You see in the background, I've got a little GLE and I've got a G-Wagon. Yeah, I've got a Bentley Bentayga. Those are my cars.
Just too many.
But combining cars like those with everything else in the house cost Raheem $190,000 a week in rent. But another player spent way more on a mansion in a different universe. Marco Verratti wanted to do things bigger and better than any of them over here in the metaverse. He copped a whole-ass virtual mansion with swimming pools and a helipad on his own metaverse private island. But hold on, honestly, there's no way something that looks like it was made in Minecraft is expensive, right? Wrong, it cost him $2 million. But another football legend's mansion wasn't just more expensive, it got iShowSpeed wet. Now, alright, listen, I don't know how a wild-ass dude like Speed was actually allowed to do streams when he met up with the fatter and uglier Ronaldo of his dreams, but Speed got to go on a house tour at dude's massive mansion. Together they experienced every part of the home. I mean, even the outdoor kitchen where a private chef gave him a little something to munch on.
Nice.
And Ronaldo not only signed jerseys for Speed out here, he let Speed come check out his gaming room that honestly had one of the craziest custom PCs I'd ever seen, and Speed also got to check out some of Ronaldo's iconic trophies.
I used to play.
Boom!
You know what it is?
That's the Ballon d'Or!
Be careful. It's heavy.
Now, alright, Speed wasn't only wet over dude's Ballon d'Or. He also got wet because of Ronaldo's huge pool in the back. Alright, enough about Speed's snake. I can't get demonetized, otherwise I'd never be able to afford a house like Ronaldo's because it cost him $3 million. And I definitely wouldn't be able to afford something like Karim Benzema because his home cost even more when he got one of the best houses in an entire country. Benzema's living like a president in his big white house. It also has an Olympic-sized pool, and since dude's got some of the craziest cars that I've ever seen, they fill up his entire garage. The inside of the home's even crazier though. I mean, he's got one of the biggest walk-in closets and rooms with fireplaces built into the walls. Benzema's even got a home gym right next to a jacuzzi, and all that, on top of it being called one of the best mansions in Spain, is why it cost him $5 million. But a Ninja Turtle? Kylian Mbappe spent even more on a house here in Paris, France. Mbappe grew up dreaming of playing for his home country and living there. So once he eventually joined PSG, he turned dreams into reality with a new apartment. He showed how luxurious every single room is. I mean, it damn near feels like a bougie hotel, has a crazy looking bathroom with a walk-in shower, insane views of the city, and you can even see the iconic Eiffel Tower from his bedroom, so I already know girls be feeling some type of way in here. And not only was this place next to every designer shopping store you can think of, that's why Mbappe's apartment cost him $7 million, but Lionel Messi spent more to live in a tower with an elevator that brings his supercars up to his living room. I mean, this ain't even a surprise because Messi's always seen with expensive cars like Audi, Maseratis, and more. This is a place where Messi's car is the key. He can just drive in and the elevator carries him into his living room. And this place is a goddamn dream home. I mean, I'm trying to buy one of these. And it's also got 360-degree views of the city, but I also can't believe that Messi's living room is massive with its own bar and looks like my apartment in GTA. Now, his place also comes with a gym and even a Porsche racing simulator. But even though all of this cost Messi 8.5 mil, Neymar spent even more on a mansion that came straight out of a movie. That clip's from the movie The Expendables, and it was actually filmed at Neymar's mega mansion. And in a sec, you'll see why they wanted his home to bless everybody's screens. See, Neymar doesn't just live right on the water or have his own helicopter pad where he can land and also flex on the gram. The outside looks like a damn resort with all these pools where he's always splashing around. The crib's also got an outdoor kitchen, tennis court. Inside, dude's even got a massage station with a hot tub, TVs that pop out the ceiling, and this 3,000 bottle wine cellar with a secret room. So you'd think all this would be enough for Neymar. But he eventually upgraded the place to make it even crazier. Not only did he put in a game room, Neymar hopped on his helicopter to show off his new custom football pitch, basketball court, and a go-kart track that's damn near as long as the entire place. Now, I can't even blame Neymar for spending $10 million to live like God. But another one of Lionel Messi's homes didn't just cost more, it was illegal. Honestly, life was pretty good when he first cashed out on this private paradise. Messi's mansion didn't just have a spot to park his boat and a massive pool to kick it with his baddie that I low-key want to try to get with. I'll let you know how that goes later, alright? Anyways, the inside of Messi's place looked just as crazy as all of that. And don't ask me how I secretly figured out how to fly a drone throughout his place to show you guys, but eventually I had to get out of here because things turned controversial.
This would ruin anyone's vacation. But for the alleged vandals, that was the point. Environmental activists from the Spain-based Futuro Vegetal spray-painted the walls outside the vacation home of soccer star Lionel Messi on the island of Ibiza.
Vandalizing a super celebrity's property just so their message would go viral. And that's when they were holding up signs saying, "Help the planet, eat the rich, abolish the police." Now, that shit makes no sense, so Messi was pissed. He instantly filed a $50,000 lawsuit against them to repair the damages, until doing that caused an even bigger issue. Courts exposed that the person Messi bought the place from not only added rooms to the house without legal permits, inspection, or certificates of any kind that allowed this, the size of Messi's mansion was actually illegal. So even though Messi had his lawyers fight the case in court, the only solution that eventually came from all of this was to destroy the new part of the house. Damn, Messi really paid $12 million to live in a place that made his life a living hell. That's crazy. But he got over it because he's a chill guy. And honestly, not every home is so serious, because Cristiano Ronaldo spent even more just to get inside a Trump? Now, alright, I never thought Ronaldo would ever get a home out in But here's where Trump created the 600-foot tower in the middle of the city, and it's not just iconic because he lives there.
I live upstairs, yes.
In the penthouse?
Yes.
Ronaldo's place has crazy views of the city, including other penthouses known as Billionaire's Row. He also has a master bedroom with windows everywhere, a kitchen made out of marble that he loves because of
smoothie station, which is important for me too, especially now this moment that it become very hot. You have to be hydrated, and I drink a lot of water. I think it's the main point.
But as thirsty as he is, and I am, I could never get my hands on Daddy Ronaldo if I wanted to, because the tower is guarded by 24/7 security with machine guns. Ronaldo's really got shooters for a crib that cost over $18 million. But even Ronaldo isn't living like Wayne Rooney, cause this man damn near bought a castle. With a lake in front, and in back plenty of room for a real football match, Rooney's land damn near has enough space to fit a mini city where he lives at. Then on the inside, he built a custom man cave with a bar that's next to his golf simulator. Now that's dope. But he also has a game room, a carbon fiber bathtub, and the biggest movie theater that I've ever f***ing seen. Now, whenever he's not he's kicking it in his custom football pitch, cause all that in his castle cost him $20 million. But David Beckham spent more on one of the craziest apartments in the world that he can land a helicopter on. And yes, that's why he lives in the only place with a helipad in downtown Miami. I mean, even Red Bull was trying to film commercials on top, drifting a car. That's how crazy this place is, man. This is the Scorpion Tower. It's considered one of the most complex skyscrapers ever. Just buying a place here gave Beckham exclusive access to a huge rooftop pool that's right outside a full gym next to an indoor pool. In his actual penthouse, there's floor-to-ceiling windows with a perfect view, bathrooms damn near big enough to throw parties in, and even a sports lounge to watch 4 matches at once. Beckham went viral after buying this for $33 million. But a little location like that is nothing compared to Ronaldo, cause dude spent even more, buying an entire island. When his agent and one of his best friends, George, finally got married, Ronaldo bought him the most expensive purchase of his entire life. Here it is in Greece, where Dude can drive boats, jet ski, and do whatever the hell he wants in a place that's surrounded by the ocean. And if you don't believe that Ronaldo actually bought this, believe this article that Ronaldo actually bought the entire place for 50 million. Damn, that's more expensive than all of Ronaldo's Bugattis combined. And speaking of his cars like those, Neymar didn't just spend more on a home that isn't even out yet. Located here in Dubai, as soon as Neymar walked in, he loved what he was seeing. The building wasn't even built yet, but after looking at diagrams of what the residences were gonna become, he instantly started getting the deal done. The entire building was designed by Bugatti, so you already know they're exclusive and expensive. With plans of private pools on the roof, car elevators, and panoramic views where you can see all of downtown Dubai, Neymar isn't gonna regret a single cent of the 54 million he spent on his dream home that hopefully will be completed soon, or he got scammed. So we definitely can't end things on an imaginary home. Besides, David Beckham did the impossible and set a record when he bought the most expensive home that a football player owns. Beckham isn't just living right on the ocean with a private dock to park his multi-million-dollar yachts. The mansion itself has a huge infinity pool and a rooftop area where Beckham's always chilling, which is honestly just the beginning, because taking a peek inside Beckham's BBC, a big beautiful crib, this place also has a floating staircase, a bathroom that's half outdoors, and a private gym that made the place look so historic. Beckham broke the record for the highest sale in the area's history when he bought the mansion in cash for 80 million. But honestly, a home like that can't even compare to the cars football players are driving.